patient of Dr. Seidman's of the Hun-1 method, and I'm happy to be able to tell you my story today. I was about 28 years old when my husband and I both decided that we were ready to start trying for our first child, and we tried for about a year. We were unsuccessful within that first year, and in talking with my doctor, she did urge us to keep trying for at least a year before we went into anything, progressively. Because of my age, she was saying that 28, I still was at a point where it could happen at any time without any sort of outside of assistance. But a year later, we were still not pregnant, and at that point I came back to her and we went on Clomid for 6 months. And Clomid was just because we weren't sure whether it was, I was inconsistently ovulating irregularly or not ovulating at all, and so we did that. And 6 months later, we were still not pregnant. So the next step was to take us to a reproductive endocrinologist, whom we met with, and her next line of defense was going to be intramuscular injections. And I just did not want to do that. First of all, I'm a big baby when it comes to pain, and secondly, I didn't think that that was really where I wanted to go. I was 29 and a half years old, and it just wasn't right for me I didn't feel it was right for me at that point. And by fate, and I think some divine intervention, I came across and met a woman who had been coming to see Dr. Seidman and had heard him speak at a presentation in Manhattan. And she had, I think at that point, had just had her second child and had been going to see Dr. Seidman for acupuncture. And she said she was really enjoying the experience and that she believed that it was something that could help me. So at that point, when I was feeling where I didn't really have anything else to lose, and I wasn't sure where I wanted to go anyway, I thought, let me go and meet with him and see how that goes. And after a thorough evaluation, we started on herbs, and I was doing that for about 3.5 weeks, and to my complete and utter amazement, I got pregnant that very first month that we tried after starting the herbs. And it was unbelievable because we had tried everything, not just the Clomid and things like that, but things like switching my husband from briefs to boxers, and charting temperatures, and doing ovulation tests, and everything, even down to something as silly as I had read on the internet that if you ate a lot of green peas, you would get pregnant very quickly. So suffice it to say, for a couple of weeks we were eating tremendous amounts of green peas. But that did not help, obviously. And in any case, the herbs were great. They did the job amazingly and quickly, and not just quickly, but I felt a lot better. I felt in general there had been other issues that I was having when I came to see Dr. Seidman. I had been having terrible headaches and things like that. I had cold hands, cold feet, and these were all symptoms that were contributing to the fact we weren't getting pregnant. But all of those symptoms went away, and I just overall was feeling much more healthy and balanced. And here I am. I'm 32 years old. We're trying for our second child now, and I've come back to the Hun-1 method because I just want to make sure that my body is as healthy as it can be to support another pregnancy. And we have a beautiful daughter who is now 27 months old, and she is a gift from God, and we have been very blessed by this experience with Dr. Seidman, and I would strongly urge anybody to try it. In fact, I often have this, when I have the opportunity to talk to women about this situation, I do tell them about it, and I think it's amazing. It's not just quick was, I think maybe it just happened for me that it was quickly, but it was painless and very cost effective, and instead of a couple $1,000s, we spent a couple $100s in my case, and it was amazing. So I really think that it's definitely something to be tried, and in fact, the Chinese population is over 1 billion. They must be doing something right when it comes to fertility. I keep telling people that, and they always smile and laugh, but it's true. So thank you very much for this opportunity to have spoken and tell you my story. I think it's really worthwhile to come and try the Hun-1 method for yourself.